this evening, we see main event fighter Scott Huff making his way into the Ameristar Casino here in Kansas City, Missouri. He will be taking on the very tough Matt Undy in our main event tonight. But first, it is Dean Barry out of Dublin, Ireland, taking on Thomas Thatcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out our next bout of the evening, Dean Barry.
Coming to the cage, it is Dean Barry. He comes to us by way of the famous TriStar Gym. He trains daily alongside George St. Pierre of the UFC. This multi-world champion kickboxer is making the jump to MMA tonight. Now, he has never had an amateur MMA fight. He has never had a professional MMA fight. So tonight, he puts it all on the line.
You know, that's a scary thing for a striker going into the MMA cage. You know, things I experienced myself. You do not want to end up on your back if you're not experienced there. You know, I'm curious to see how Barry's takedown defense is, see if he can keep the fight standing where he wants it.
Barry, a very tough individual, of course, does want to keep this fight standing. Multi-world champ in the world of kickboxing told me, don't blink, he wants to finish this in the first round and get Thomas Thatcher out of his way and move it on. This crowd is absolutely on their feet. Irish flags are flying behind us for the gentleman out of Dublin, Ireland. This has been the fight that everyone has talked to all week, and it's about time to kick off.
Let's bring out his opponent, Thomas Thatcher.
Coming to the cage, it is Thomas Thatcher. Now this man is no slouch himself. The karate black belt and former Marine Corps sniper works along Zach Busha at Lawrence Fight Club. He said he wants to avoid the strikes, looks to get this fight where it needs to be, avoid the blitz, and show him what MMA is really about. As we go to our tail of the tape, Dean Barry, 25 years old, 5'7", 155.2 pounds, again out of Dublin, Ireland. Thomas Thatcher, 29 years old, 5'9", 153 pounds, out of Lawrence, Kansas. Now, it is to be known, Thomas Thatcher had to lose 40 pounds to make this fight. After his last one, he said, I had a good time, but I also put on a lot of muscle. So he's looking to use that strength tonight in the cage against Dean Barry.
And we'll see how that weight cut works for him. You know, sometimes it takes away your endurance in the later rounds.
Kansas City, if you came for a knockout tonight, let me hear a KO. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening, he stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighs in at 155.2 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, Dean Barry. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighs in at 153 pounds. Fighting out of Lawrence, Kansas, Thomas Thatcher.
Referee Mike Anglin has the call for this contest. Literally, the buzz about this fight has been absolutely electric. The fans here are on their feet.
You know,
Dean Barry gives them a yell.
The one thing I want to note, Jeremy, is that Thatcher has never been shy about standing up and fighting with anybody, but I definitely think he wants to get this fight to the mat as soon as possible.
Opens up with a heavy-handed shot is Thatcher. Looks for that takedown, very smart on his part.
Yeah, good job by Thatcher to get a takedown, and an excellent job by Barry to get up immediately. Definitely been working on his takedown defense and using the cage to get up.
He rocked Thatcher with that shot. He's teeing off. Thatcher is in big trouble.
Thatcher is desperate for that takedown.
He is getting eaten alive on the cage there. Gets back, maintains his composure. Look at how Barry keeping his hands low. Huge hands.
What Barry needs to be careful is to not get over aggressive and give an easy takedown to Thatcher in the middle of the cage.
Quick work, they're coming out of Thatcher. Missed though on Barry. Barry looking, oh, big straight right one down the pipe. Again, nice dump there though coming out of Thatcher. Steps over into mount. How will Barry take this?
Just as I said, Barry got a little over aggressive with his strikes and gave Thatcher an easy takedown.
Oh, big elbow there coming from Thatcher.
Thatcher needs to watch the 12-6 elbow. They're looking for a heel hook as Barry.
Oh, goodness. Look at the submission coming out of the kickboxer.
Thatcher, now Barry is on top.
Oh my goodness, ties up that leg. Steps over to mount himself. Barry running down everything he's got on Thatcher.
Thatcher needs a shrimp. He can get back to half guard very easily.
Dean Barry just makes a statement in the Shamrock FC cage, showing that not only is that kickboxing power there, but he's got a ground game as well.
Absolutely, Barry did a great job of using the heel hook almost more as a sweep to end up on top. Got to mount and finish the fight.
Beautiful work there by Dean Barry, as the fans here, as I said, are absolutely on their feet for him. He told me he's got a ton of them watching in Ireland. As we go to our TGS instant replay, after that heel hook sweep, gets up on top, starts dropping those elbows. Mike Anglin right on top of the action here.
Yeah, just relentless was Barry, and eventually gave Mike England no choice but to jump in and stop the fight.
So let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bayer for our final results on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended. 2 minutes and 6 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO out of the blue corner, Dean Barry.
A huge win there coming for Dean Barry, making his MMA debut. First time in the cage. He looked like he is a veteran of this sport, though.
Yeah, he looked excellent. You know, he did get a little over-aggressive with the strikes once or twice and gave Thatcher a couple easy takedowns, but he would look great off of his back. Looked like he'd really been working in the area off his back and using the cage to get up.
Beautiful work there, and we still have more action to come right here at Shamrock Fighting Championships.